We took a trip to South Africa several years ago that was one of my favorite trips ever. So we went with a group of us from San Diego, and we flew to London, spent the night there. We were there like maybe 6 hours. I don't think we even slept, and we just traveled around the city by foot, and then got back on our plane and flew to South Africa. So we got to South Africa, and of course we were exhausted from traveling 12, 15 hours and not really having any sleep except for what we could get on the plane. So there was a group of probably 8 of us, all from San Diego, and we were on a tour with a local tour company from South Africa. When we landed, the two tour guides came over to us, and they were so excited. They said, "We are going to take you guys out for Mexican food because you're from San Diego. Isn't that cool?" And we kind of looked at each other and went, "Mexican food in South Africa? Okay, let's try it." So we went to this restaurant, and we sat down, and there were a big group of us, like 10, sat down at this big table. And the waiter comes over to us and said, "Would you guys like some margaritas?" And of course, we'd been traveling all day, all night, so we were up for margaritas. So I said, "Yes, we'd love some." And he said, "Do you want a pitcher?" So I said, "Sure, what flavors do you have?" And he said, "We have pink and we have blue." And I was like, "Okay, let's have one of each." I don't know what that's going to be like. So later he brought the pictures over, and they were the brightest neon blue and the brightest neon pink you'll ever see. So being from San Diego, you have to understand really good margaritas, really good Mexican food. So we were a little bit hesitant trying these pictures, but we poured ourselves a glass, and they were delicious. It was a very funny experience. And the Mexican food, we had tacos and burritos, and it wasn't quite like the Mexican food you would get in San Diego, just a little bit off, but it was delicious, and we loved it. And ever since then, one of my favorite things to do when we travel is to try that country's version of another country's food and just see what that's like, because every country has their own spin on food from another country.